Hi everyone, I am here with Karin Kiser, right?
Kiser.
Kiser,
Yeah,
sorry.
Kiser.
She is the author of this what I call the small green, yellow, and
Orange. Yeah.
books, which are about some things to think about before the Camino, during the Camino, and after the Camino.
Right.
Is that right?
Yep.
So how did you end up writing those books? What was the story behind starting with that little project?
Yeah, I first walked the Camino in 2011 and then didn't get back again until about 6 years later. And in that time, I really noticed a big change in the Camino, a lot more tour groups, a lot, not that there's anything wrong with that, but just a lot more people, a lot more Wi-Fi, cell phones everywhere. I mean, people either talking on their phones while they're walking or head down the whole time walking.
Yes.
So I really wanted to contribute something to the inner experience of the Camino, which to me is what separates just another long distance walk from a pilgrimage. So I wanted to contribute something to the inner journey.
Yeah.
So
Religiously or just spiritual?
No, more spiritual.
Yeah.
So it could really apply to anyone.
So you have some things that you should think about, or what do you have in those books? Are things in there that could be useful for people?
Yeah, so the first book is called Before the Camino, and so that one is designed to prepare you mentally and spiritually for the journey. So it includes things like Camino traditions and pilgrim etiquette, bathroom protocol, which a lot of people don't seem to consider before they go.
The tissues and all that?
Or just what to do, because the reality is that about 80% of people that walk the Camino are not experienced backpackers.
Yeah.
So they're not used to going to the bathroom outside. And so they don't think about in advance what they might need for that or what they're going to do. So talk about that. And some myths about the Camino. And so that's the first book.
Good.
And the second one is called Your Inner Camino. And that one's meant to be taken with you on the Camino. And that one's really a guide for inspiration and transformation. So you can just open to a random page if you want something to amuse or inspire you or something to contemplate while you're walking. So that's that one. And by the way, all the books are only 1.4 ounces.
Because
so
they're
40
very
grams.
small.
Yeah, 40 grams. I'll show you here.
It's like one sheet of paper, like cut in two or three?
No, but it's a pocket-sized format.
So they're like this, small books.
Yeah, so the before is the orange one. Your Inner Camino, that's for the during. And then I have a third one that's the yellow one, that's after the Camino. Yeah, so that one's designed to help you integrate the whole Camino experience into your life once you return back home.
Yeah.
A lot of people talk about that post-Camino blues
Yes.
phenomenon.
I have people come back onto the forum because they want to keep experiencing that Camino feeling,
Or you realize that you live for a month or more with everything you needed on your back. You get home, you open your closet, and it's overwhelming.
That's right.
That you have so many choices.
That's right.
So that book helps you sort of integrate the lessons and the sort of pilgrim way of life into your daily reality.
Yeah. I'll put a link in the description below in the video to Karin's website where you could get all these books if you're interested. But then you do more than that because you have books, but you also do trash pickup.
I know. I am the trash lady. So, when I first walked the Camino in 2011, I was really bothered by the trash. And I thought just to myself, now one day I'm going to come back and just pick up trash for a couple hours and do my part.
Yeah.
And, of course, while you're walking with a full backpack, the last thing you want to do is bend down for any reason. So I remember walking with a rock in my shoe for an hour and a half because I couldn't be bothered to bend down and pick it up.
Sure.
But so anyway, 6 years later, I'm back on my second Camino. Again, the trash kind of called out to me.
Yeah.
But did I do anything? No, because once again, full backpack.
Yes.
You don't want to bend down. And so fast forward, third Camino. this time, I started by volunteering in an albergue here in Galicia. And we had the mornings free, so I thought, finally, my chance to pick up trash with no backpack. So I leave my backpack in the albergue, I started picking up trash, and I really didn't want anyone to see me. It was between me and the Camino. It was just a way of saying thanks to the Camino. And so I tried to go at hours where there were no pilgrims. Of course, there are no such hours where there are no pilgrims, so inevitably people would see me. And, here's a tall girl in the ditch, bending over each time. I didn't have picker tools or anything. I'm just bending down with a glove. And it was actually a really amazing experience. I mean, people seemed to be genuinely moved by what I was doing. Like, why is this girl, in the ditch picking up trash? And so my original plan after volunteering was I was going to go walk the Camino del Norte. I had 5 more weeks in Spain. But because of that whole trash experience for 2 weeks, I decided, you know what? This is something that really is needed on the Camino, so I'm going to go back to Roncesvalles and pick up trash for 5 weeks.
Wow.
And so
by yourself?
Yeah, bending down each time, no tools.
Yeah.
So of course, 5 weeks doing it that way, you're not going to cover the whole.
Did you walk for 5 weeks, and did you continue walking from Roncesvalles?
Roncesvalles, I didn't make it all the way to Santiago because it's just, you have to go much slower.
Yeah.
And I still had the backpack and the whole thing. So anyway, I did pick up 65 bags of trash that time.
Good for you.
And then, so just sort of organically from there, grew into this campaign that I started, this Camino cleanup campaign. So now I come back to the Camino Frances because that still has the most people, so it has the most trash. I come back every year with a small group just for a week to pick up trash, because anything more than a week, honestly, it gets depressing. When you see what types of things people leave. I mean, 80% of the trash is bathroom related, so ladies, please don't leave your used tissues along the trail.
A lot of people complain about that, but of course, it's difficult. As you said, if you're walking the Camino, you're not prepared to start picking up.
But I mean, they were prepared because they had the tissues in their pocket, so why not just return them to your pocket?
There was a campaign like a few years ago where there were trash bags stored or given out to people at albergues?
Yes, it was more of a recycling campaign that they gave out yellow bags. The problem with that is that they were more aimed for recycling plastic, water bottles and such. But I mean, I volunteered at an albergue that was giving out those bags, and the reality was most people were not using them for that purpose. They were using them as a shopping bag or as a laundry bag. And yes, recycling is an issue, but it's much more basic than that, I think, for the people that are just throwing trash. And the used tissues and the toilet paper. I think it's way more of a problem than the plastic. And also, people think, it decomposes, but no. Toilet paper and tissues are treated with bleach and all kinds of chemicals, so it can take 1 to 3 years for that stuff to decompose. And that's really not the point of whether it decomposes or not. The fact is it's trash. And so just like you wouldn't go through your neighbor's yard every morning and go to the bathroom there and leave your tissues because it just decomposes. The same thing about the Camino. I guess
people think someone's going to come and pick it up But there's no such thing. I mean, in the streets of Santiago, we have street cleaners that come and pick up trash.
And for that reason, I don't pick up trash. We don't in the towns because I don't want to interfere with somebody else's job. But I think there is an assumption that either someone else will take care of it, especially in the Sarria to Santiago sections.
But I don't think there's the local government. I think they're the ones supposedly responsible for cleaning the Camino in their area, but I don't think they're doing it.
Well, I think there's a lot of finger pointing. I mean, I've talked to a lot of locals, and they're like, "Oh no, it's the mayor, and he doesn't live in this town, or it's or this."
And we're gonna use the taxpayer of the people that live in this city, and they're not walking the Camino. They're not doing the I don't know. It's a thing.
But I've seen rest areas with trash bins that are just overflowing, and I'd walk back by that same area a week later, it's the same exact trash overflowing, so they're not emptied regularly. But the real issue, it's up to the pilgrims. I mean, it's not because there aren't enough trash bins or that they're not emptied regularly. It's that we, the pilgrims, are not carrying our trash out. So it's not, we shouldn't expect there to be a trash can, honestly. We should just leave no trace.
Do you know if Rebecca, Rebecca in Moratinos?
Rebecca Scott,
she does something like this as well, doesn't she? Or she used to, at least.
Typically in November.
Yeah.
And along the Meseta.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So that's good. So at least you're not
on
your own.
And some of the associations in the past, I don't know if they still are, have sort of a cleanup day.
Yeah.
So every
So
little bit helps.
if people are interested in joining you doing this, if I link to your website, there's things on there.
They can go to CaminoCleanup.com, which connects to my website.
Okay.
There are other ways to participate if you don't want to come and actually pick up trash with me personally. And there's another thing that I wanted to start this year also, because there's only so much trash I can physically pick up, or even with a handful of people. Last week I was with one other person and we picked up in 5 days 49.5 bags of trash from Ponferrada to Sarria.
Wow.
That's really only a dent, a small dent. And so I decided, okay, I'm going to start a new pilgrim tradition.
Okay.
Let's see if this takes off. But, just like we carry a shell on our backpack to indicate we're pilgrims, or we take a stone and we leave it at the Cruz de Ferro, why not have each pilgrim pick up one item of litter, just one, for every day on the Camino, just one. Yeah. You don't even have to bend down to do it. If you're already resting somewhere, you take your backpack off, why not just pick up one? Yeah. Because if just the pilgrims that started in St. John did this, which is nowadays about 7% of pilgrims start there, that would equal over 1 million pieces of trash in a year. Yeah. And then if all the people that started in Sarria or Tui did that, it would completely transform the Camino. Yeah, it would be totally for the better, and really preserve it for generations to come. So that's the new tradition. I hope it catches on. All right, good idea. I like the initiative. But then you're also doing some, because I've seen you doing something on Catalina Island, some retreats, some stuff like that? In the off season for people that in the US or really from anywhere, but if they're looking to train for a Camino or want to keep the momentum going after, at the end of October, beginning of November, I offer a Camino-like retreat on Santa Catalina Island, which is off the coast of Southern California. Yeah. That's nice. So is that a walk, or is it just like a get together as well? No, it's a walk. So it's a week long and it's about 65 miles. So Catalina Island is that big? There's 65 miles of hiking trails and roads there. Yeah, it's a small island, but yeah, because I was there once, but it was. Yeah, the actual city of Avalon is tiny, maybe 3,000, 4,000 population, but 88% of the island is owned by the Catalina Conservancy, and so it's protected land. You can't drive on it, so there's trails all around. Good for walking, that's good. And it's very hilly, so it's a great training spot. Good. Good, and I'm sure people can find more on that on your website as well. Yeah, it's on the same website, Cool. So your life is now Camino. I know, I never would have thought. When I walked the Camino for the first time, I got to Santiago and it didn't really feel complete, so I kept going to Finisterre, and I remember getting to the edge of the cliff there and thinking, gosh, if there were more land, I would keep walking. I just didn't want it to end. Cool. But never did I think I would return. At that time, I didn't think I'd be returning for any reason. And then 6 years later, and practically every year since, I've been back. That's nice. Good. So this time, have you been walking at all, or this visit? No. Sorry? This visit, you're here now, but are you walking at all, or are you? Oh, right, yeah. Well, you were doing... so I started in Ponferrada. You're doing the trash thing now. With the trash. Yep. So Ponferrada to Sarria, I picked up trash with one other person. Yep. And then from Sarria, so I continued walking myself from Sarria. I started picking up trash out of Sarria, and I was horrified, actually, the amount of trash and the people, because as you know, if you start on the weekend from Sarria, it's much more crowded. If you start in the midweek, it's different. But it's just sort of the way it worked out. But do you get the Camino feeling a little bit, or is it just trash? No, you do. Yeah. You're walking at a slower pace. Yeah. And so it's not as many kilometers per day. Yeah. And as part of the program, it's not just picking up trash and then staying in albergues and dealing with the snoring. No, we stay in nicer places. We enjoy, so there's got to be a trade-off for picking up trash.
Yeah, that's good.
But no, so I walked from Ponferrada all the way to Santiago.
Good. Did you find it was busy this time of year?
So Ponferrada to Sarria was much less crowded than normal, and I think part of that was because of the fires.
Yeah.
And partially, I don't know if the sort of new rules for the Compostela have trickled down.
Do you think people know about it?
I don't think so, because I actually talked to some business owners in Sarria, and they had no idea.
No, because it's never been published anywhere in the papers here or anything. No one knows about it.
Yeah. So I think maybe the fire scared a lot of people, unfortunately.
Yeah, maybe.
Because the air was clear, it was beautiful.
Did you see any burned areas when you walked?
No.
No.
No. And
I don't know. I think the Portuguese has become so popular now.
I think that's part of
that
it.
it's just the French people. It has this reputation of being very busy, but it's not really true anymore.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
true.
so-
And I think the guidebooks from years ago was like, oh, stay away from August, and so August is actually not that crowded because a lot of people now skip to May and September. So May and September are now vying for August as the most popular.
And it's always going to be busy from Sarria. I mean, I think pretty
true.
much always. Right. But if you're optimizing for the Compostela, at least that's what you want.
Yeah.
Maybe do some stages before Sarria and then do the last bit to Santiago, and then that's it.
And you can still, avoid the crowds. This time especially, there were tons of groups, church groups, youth groups, when I was walking, and I just arrived to Santiago yesterday. But I decided, to avoid that, because there were some sections where I was stuck between a group of 40 and a group of 40 behind me, and I couldn't get by. And so I thought, a lesson in patience, number one. But if you just left a little bit later in the day, even 10 a.m. or something, you miss most of that.
Yeah.
And so I still found myself, even the last day yesterday, from O Pedroso to here, still by myself in the forest. Even though yesterday there was nearly 3,000 Compostelas.
Almost 3,000 Compostelas, It is amazing how quickly we get used to these big numbers, because it doesn't feel busy in town now. It's quieted down quite a bit since August, when we had a lot of tourists, a lot of pilgrims. But 3,000, we should see it in town. But
well, I saw them.
You saw them walking in, but when you're walking around town, you don't see that many. So, all right, but that's good. So, for the books, for the retreats, and for the trash pickups, go to the website that I'll put below. And I don't know if there's anything else you wanted to mention.
I don't think so.
Good. So, good luck with everything.
Thank you.
And then, we'll see you next week. I'll do another video then.
Awesome.
Okay, bye-bye. Ciao.
Bye.